The world today is a chaotic symphony of noise, where every notification and social media post fights for a piece of your precious attention. You feel the invisible pressure squeezing your mind, a constant drain on your energy that leaves you feeling hollowed out and utterly exhausted daily. But what if the chaos isn't your enemy? What if the very pressure you despise is actually the fuel needed to forge a new soul? True strength isn't born in comfort. It is hammered out in the heat of battle, through the relentless strikes of life's most difficult challenges. The world owes you nothing, certainly not a smooth path. If you are tired, ask yourself, is the world too hard or are you? We are not here to talk about comfort or hollow affirmations. We are here to talk about the art of forging a mind of steel. Look closely at the chaos around you and realize that your perspective is the only thing you truly own in this spinning, unpredictable universe. Stop looking for excuses. Your history, your trauma, and your failures are not anchors. They are the raw materials for your ultimate transformation today. Today we stop complaining about the fire and start using it. It is time to transform your greatest adversity into your most absolute power. Ask yourself right now, what is your excuse? Is it the economy, your boss, or the simple fact that you have stopped fighting for yourself? Prepare your spirit, for we are about to enter the forge where the weak are melted down and the resilient are truly born anew. Most people are raised to be like glass. They are polished, shiny, and aesthetically pleasing, but they shatter at the slightest hint of trouble. One harsh criticism, one financial setback, or one broken heart and they fall apart, unable to piece their fractured reality back together again. Fragility is a modern epidemic. We have become soft in an age of convenience, forgetting that the soul requires resistance to grow and harden. Compare this to the mighty oak. It does not fear the storm, it uses the wind to strengthen its trunk and test its inner resolve. The scars on the bark are stories of survival. Every branch that didn't break is a testament to the tree's refusal to give in. Beneath the surface, the roots go deeper into the darkness. The more the wind rages above, the more the roots cling to the earth. The ancient Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius taught that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Seneca believed that no man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove his own strength. These philosophers weren't just thinkers. They were warriors of the mind who navigated empires and exile with an unshakable sense of internal peace. You might not be in a Roman exile, but your modern struggles are just as real. The pressure is the same, only the setting has changed. Choosing to be the oak means accepting that adversity is not a punishment. It is a rigorous training ground for your higher, more capable self. Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. This is the first step toward mental sovereignty. Leave the fragile identity behind. It served its purpose in your comfort zone, but you are heading into the territory of the truly elite. Every struggle you face is a weight in the gym of the soul. Lift it with pride, knowing it is building your internal fortress. NGH letter 1 CBCH, C letter 1 E3 NH, Kong D stroke letter 1 EBFN, D stroke letter 1 EC3, H letter 1 E7, Y D I letter 1 EC7, T B letter 1 E1N. No D stroke letter 1 EBFN, D stroke letter 1 EC3, TH letter 1 ED, NGH I letter 1 EC7, MD stroke letter 1 ED9, C letter 1 E9, and G C letter 1 E7 a thape. Will you break or will you finally become unbreakable? Consider the Spartans, who found their greatest glory in the most desperate of odds. They didn't just fight, they lived for the struggle. The battlefields of today are financial charts and corporate boardrooms. The fear of loss is as visceral as the fear of a sharpened sword. Navy SEAL train in the freezing Pacific to master the uncomfortable. They know that when the body screams, the mind must remain the master. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he created. Most would have quit. He used that rejection to fuel a creative revolution like no other. History is written by those who took the hits and kept moving forward. They didn't wait for the storm to pass, they danced in it. Pressure creates diamonds, but it also crushes the weak. The difference lies in the discipline of the mind and the clarity of the vision. Where the average person sees a crisis and retreats in fear, the elite person sees a gap in the armor and finds their opportunity. Control the controllables. You cannot control the waves, but you can control your breath and your direction beneath the surface of the water. Are you worried about debt, about the judgment of strangers on the internet? These are phantoms that only have the power you give them. The opinions of the masses are like leaves in the wind. Why do you let them dictate the direction of your internal compass today? The only weapon that truly matters is your will. It is the one thing no one can take from you unless you surrender it voluntarily. The SEAL teach us that when you think you are done, you are only at 40% of your actual capacity. Your mind is lying. Break the barriers of your perceived limits. The pain you feel now is just the weakness leaving your body and your spirit forever. Modern excellence requires an ancient mindset. You must be a philosopher in the heart and a warrior in the field of your chosen life. Time is the fire in which we burn, but it is also the forge. Every second is a chance to redecide who you are, find your true north. When the world is spinning in chaos, your purpose must be the anchor that keeps you from being swept away. The challenges are sophisticated, but the solution is primitive: discipline, focus, and a total refusal to play the role of the victim. Willpower is a muscle. If you do not use it, it withers. If you push it to the brink, it grows stronger than ever. It is time to look in the mirror and see the warrior within. The training starts now. There is no more room for hesitation. Put down the distractions and pick up the pen. Your new life begins with a radical commitment to total honesty and decisive action today. Step 1. Define your battlefield. Write down every single thing that is currently haunting your thoughts and causing you unnecessary, paralyzing anxiety. Now cross out everything you cannot change. The economy, the past, other people's opinions, they are dead weight. Stop carrying them with you. Win the morning to win the days. Before the world wakes up with its demands, you must secure your own internal perimeter and peace. Embrace the cold. A cold shower isn't just about hygiene. It's a small daily victory of the mind over the body's desire for comfort. You are telling your brain that you are the boss. You decide when we move, you decide when we face the discomfort, not the fear. I challenge you to a 7-day mental reset. This is not a suggestion, it is a training program for the soul you deserve. Day 1. 0 complaining. No matter what happens, you do not utter a single word of victimhood. Internalize the struggle and stay absolutely silent. Day 2. Face 1 fear. It can be a phone call, a conversation, or a task you've been avoiding. Do it first thing today. Day 3. Digital fast. No social media, no news, no entertainment. Reclaim your focus and sit with your own thoughts for the entire day. The rest of the week is about building the foundation: physical exertion, deep learning, and the practice of being present in every single moment. Learn to be alone without being lonely. The man who is comfortable in his own company is a man who cannot be bribed. Feed your mind with the wisdom of the giants. Stop scrolling through Instagram quotes and start studying the blueprints of historical greatness and resilience. Break the herd mentality. The majority is usually wrong because the majority is usually comfortable. You are choosing a different, much harder path. Your energy is your most valuable currency. Stop spending it on things that do not return a profit to your soul and your future. Leave a word in the comments that describes the version of yourself you are building. Commit to it in front of this growing community. You are not alone in this fight. There is a brotherhood and sisterhood of steel forming around the world, united by the same noble purpose. Persistence is the hammer that breaks the stone of impossibility. Keep striking, keep moving, and never, ever look back at the person you were. Your mind is now a fortress. The walls are high, the gates are strong, and you are the vigilant guardian of everything that enters. NGH letter 1 CBCH C letter 1 E3 NH, Kong PH letter 1 E3, I la Rao C letter 1 E3N. No Latin here in L I letter 1 EC7U. The very things that tried to break you are now the stones of your foundation. When you forge a mind of steel, you no longer fear the future. Why would you? You are the one who is creating it. Mastery is not about controlling the world. It is about having absolute command over yourself when the world is completely out of control. You are a vital part of this community. We do not just watch, we become. We do not just dream, we execute our plans. Welcome to the Stoic Power Hub. This is where we sharpen our edges and remind each other that greatness is a choice made daily. The path of the warrior is never finished. It is a constant cycle of refining, testing, and expanding the boundaries of your own soul. Go out into the world today and be the oak, be the steel. Be the light that others look to when their own worlds grow dark. Subscribe and join the ranks of those who refuse to be average. Together we will build a legacy of strength that time cannot erode. The forge is always open. Whenever you feel weak, return to the fire and remember the steel that resides within your very core. The mind is the ultimate fortress. You are the sole gatekeeper. Decide what is worthy of your entry and what must be cast out. I will see you at the peak of your discipline. Until then, stay sharp, stay strong, and never stop forging your own destiny.